Hey true believers, it's Englentine here with another chapter of our live stream. Now in this one, we have somebody mention that they watched 30 straight hours of Diversity in Comics, and they don't even like him. So, obviously we had to talk about that. We also talk about the Bob Weinstein controversy as well as the Black Panther trailer. So this one is kind of all over the place, but still very entertaining. I'm still joined by Captain Frugal, Comics Division, Weaponized Nerd Rage, my brother Chef Jack, and the Nerd Wonder. So kick back, relax, and enjoy. I have to address something in the comments. Melissa Morg says, if you want torture, watch 30 hours of Diversity in Comics back to back. Melissa, why the ever-loving F -- would you ever do that?
Because misogyny? I don't know.
Well, I couldn't watch 30 hours of anything.
Sadism? I don't know what we call that term.
Masochism.
Masochism. I'm bad with words.
Okay, here's the thing. I guess Melissa is kind of trying to figure out this comics gate. This is from what now I don't know if Melissa is a Mr. or Mrs., if this is a whatever. But here's the thing. I don't know who this person really is, but because of the tag. But she's been asking around trying to find out about comics gate. Okay? So obviously she's watching DNC because he's got the most subscribers. Not that he's a leader of this particular group, because everybody and their brother, especially on this panel, will say no freaking way in hell. But yeah, that's why. Okay, Ms. Well, I don't know the difference. Anyway, so my guess is you watch 30 hours worth of DNC to find out every time he said man in a wig, every time he said this, every time. And it reminds me of a story. Disney made it into a movie called Pollyanna. Thinks Pollyanna is just, oh, you always see the sunny side of life. But no, Pollyanna, what that was about was, if you look for the good, you'll find the good. If you look for the bad, you'll only see the bad.
Yeah.
So if you're going through 40, 50 hours worth of videos trying to find out every time somebody says, some sort of slur, it's all going to be bad.
And a lot of us have gone on record saying we don't like the man in a wig thing.
I really don't.
Yeah, and yet everybody still wants to keep trying to slam all of us as transphobic.
Yep. Well, we're not going after DNC on that. No. If I were to ever go after any of it, it's the same thing I've said from the beginning. We are going to be talk about this kind of stuff, then we should not do any kind of slurs. Don't there's no need for it, and plus it plays into their hands.
Wes Collins says, you read the Godfather novel, you know what this hangout reminds me of? The scene where all of the crime bosses get together and nobody invites Al Capone.
Well, even if he was invited, I doubt he would show up anyway.
Al Capone, yeah, Diversity wouldn't show up here. Are you kidding? None of us are willing to kiss his behind.
Yeah. What about Cummings? Do you think Cummings would say hello to us? Doug says hello.
Yeah, I think so. I
do not have anything against either one of them.
I have nothing against any.
What I always talk about is the use of man in the wig is a joke to us because we know where it's coming from. But to people looking in, it's a slur on the transsexuals. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, it does. We know where it comes from, but it does no good for the sake of the argument.
I think the biggest thing is we're all individuals. Just because one person that happens to be associated with the group says something doesn't mean everybody feels that same way, and that's the beauty of it. And that's something we should be happy for.
Just think of it like this, okay?
Have a good night,
would be the easier way to think of it.
You're welcome back if we're still on, of course.
Yeah. We love you, Denise.
Think of it like this. There are widely, let's look at it in terms of politics. Widely, it's believed that all Democrats are anti-gun, okay? But there's still some Democrats who are pro-gun, okay? So it's the same thing with comics and this whole thing that's going on. not all of us have the same opinion, just as much as no two politicians can agree, no two YouTubers are going to agree.
Well,
yeah.
Something I feel should be acknowledged that is almost never acknowledged by anybody is that saying, I disagree with the methods by which you are making your point is not the same as saying, I disagree with your point.
Oh, yeah. I've had a lot of people since I did that video tell me that I didn't want to go after the identity politicians. You know, and that's furthest from the truth. It's just that I don't think that we should use slurs. This
is also how the people at Marvel are painting all of us as, you know, anti-diversity, anti-women, anti-this, anti-that. You know, I honestly believe women should be welcomed into comics. Hell, women should be welcomed into anything they want to be welcomed into.
Lico,
Natera,
however, I'm going to point this out. Lico Natera in the comics just now says, warning, this sounds like policing critics' choices, even if it's not.
No.
So, but you absolutely see right there, that absolutely makes the point, because what we're talking about is this is our own preference. This is what we believe. We disagree with that, but that doesn't mean that I disagree with the message. But
well, another thing too is nobody's above criticism. We're allowed to criticize other people's thoughts and ideas regardless of what they are. And that's the thing that really bothers me in today's culture. It's like, you have to accept. You can't think about it. You must accept that this is a thing. It's like, well, wait a second. I'm a very smart person. Why can't I criticize and think about these methods and the thought processes behind it?
It's a lot of stuff as well.
We're taught to question everything,
right,
in terms of science and advancing, because we never know if we're right and if we're wrong. But God forbid you question anything of these social justice issues. No. That's off limits. No, you're allowed to question everything except this.
Right.
It's kind of like it does slightly remind me of the Harvey Weinstein case, because it's a lot of people that have issues with certain things that weren't able to speak up and more or less felt alone and quiet about this, but they hated it and had to keep their mouths shut. But when finally somebody is able to speak out, hundreds actually emerge stating that there is something wrong.
And it's been going on for a while, and people have talked about it, but not, I guess, in a more open light. It's like they said, it's the worst kept secret in Hollywood.
It's not a kept secret.
Yeah,
well, we know this. People have known this has been going on since the 50s.
Right.
It was part of the game, and finally somebody decided to call one of them out, so they'll annex him. And the question that DeFranco was saying today is, will it change anything, or are they just going to put him on a stake and then hope that fixes? There's a cat.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's
no, Melissa, you never did say that to any of us. This is what I came up. I did this video a long time before you came along. Why do you guys engage obvious troll Twitters like Gary Drama? I want to call him out. Basically, I recognize that. Now, look at Melissa here. At least Melissa shows up. I don't know who she really is. But at least she shows up.
We mutually blocked each other. Sorry, Melissa.
Gary Drama, on the other hand, nope. Gary, earlier today, retweeted one of my tweets, but didn't put the entire message in.
My thought is this: if you block everybody that you initially disagree with, you'll never have any possibility of learning something new or getting a new perspective.
I agree. I thought Melissa was a sock puppet account. That's why I blocked her.
Even right now, Melissa could ask me any question she wants. I will answer it.
Boxers or briefs.
You don't have to come on and talk like this. You don't have to do this part. But even in the comment section,
right, you do what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, well, nobody's gonna force you to do anything. But I do like talking to you, Melissa. If you want to just like PM me or whatever. I did enjoy our conversation beforehand. It was fun. And by the way, Adam P, totally agree with you with the Adam Weinstein How to Draw by Ethan Van Sciver. It was great.
Start with a little potato head.
This channel's
He's getting an Oscar.
And it deserves every subscriber it gets and more.
Yeah, he does it. I like watching them do their job and talk about the characters and everything. It's a lot of fun because you get a little bit of comic book history.
I want to respond
like
to
the drawing
Space
ones in there.
Willian real quick. He says, "I remember Weinstein jokes and Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back, and then Kevin Smith plays ignorant now." You see, that's the thing. That's weird because I didn't even remember there were Weinstein jokes in Jay and Silent Bob, and I was saying that to a couple of my friends that I thought Kevin Smith's response to all of this was the only one I actually gave a damn about because. Kevin Smith is a smart guy. I know everybody's probably going to hate me for saying that. But he had a very close relationship with Weinstein. Weinstein made him who he is. But that makes me question now, did Kevin Smith know this was going on? And, because I think Kevin Smith is just the nicest of the nice guys. I would hate to think that he knew this was going on.
Absolutely think no, but I think this could have happened. Like, he might have flirted or done something like that to the point where you see it and you're like, oh, okay, it's just flirting, blah, blah, and then something more happens.
Yeah, but for any actor or anybody,
we'll never know.
For any actor or anybody to say that they didn't know this was going on, I call BS. If it wasn't going on, there wouldn't be a porn parody of it. Okay, everybody knows it's been going on.
But yeah, the whole thing. And now you're getting, it's one of those situations where you're finding out everybody knew, but they covered it up. So,
and it wasn't only men, it was women. Tons of women knew too. But what's really interesting is that the other day, somebody posted this thing about Carrie Fisher and an issue that happened to her when she was younger that, I think it was after one of the Star Wars or whatever, that she had an old colleague who was attacked by or harassed or assaulted or whatever by a bigwig director or whatever. So Carrie Fisher mailed to him a box, and in the box was a crow's tongue, and in there it was written a letter that said something along the lines of, "You touch her ever again and I'll put your crow's tongue in a smaller box."
That's funny.
Yeah, that was
this is interesting. Cool. On this is the first, because we just mentioned Kevin Smith. I just checked my movie What News site, and this is the first person to actually do the right thing. Kevin Smith is donating Weinstein movie residuals to women's charity. The first person to actually do the right thing. And, because everybody was telling Hillary Clinton the money she got from Weinstein, she needs to give it back. And, I don't know if she's doing it or not. But there's Kevin Smith. He beat everybody to the punch. Because Kevin Smith is a great guy.
A lot before.
And you want to know what? I bet he may have known, but he feels guilty about it. Like, there's probably, in a way, he felt like some people feel threatened if they speak out or something like that.
It's hard to fight against the system sometimes. When you have like a wall of people standing in the way between you and the cops and the guy that's the perpetrator of all this, if there's systems in place to protect the individual, there's nothing you can do, especially when they have money, because they can just start paying everybody off.
And it apparently gets even worse if you're a male actor, and the person doing the sexual harassment is a female studio executive.
You get laughed at for that.
I mean, Terry Crews of all people.
Yeah, that
Terry
poor guy.
Crews, big, huge, tough.
The director was a woman that did that to him.
Yeah.
No, that was a guy.
Oh, it was a guy.
It was a guy. But I know that there's probably a few women that do it too.
One of them was a guy.
Oh, one of them.
Wow.
In fact, one actress actually went up and pretty much stated that she was talking about her accounts with like Hollywood's kind of dickish ways, and it was about losing weight, and she had to lose 15 pounds or something like that. So it was a female like head director or whatever made her go into a nude modeling shoot in front of with a bunch of women that were thinner than her, and then gave her the photos and says, use that to remind yourself why you're on a diet.
I'd like to say
that's painful.
I'll be the jerk in the room and bring this up. As you guys were praising Kevin Smith a little bit, but there is a possibility he just did that to help distance himself and come out and save face.
Right. Oh, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Yeah, well, maybe not. I mean, we weren't there. He might have, maybe somehow he didn't know, and that was a generous thing. I mean, I'm not saying that, he did or didn't. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
We'll never fully know, but if we look at the clues and stuff, we may have a better revealing. And let's face it, like half these people are like, I'm so shocked. It's like, no, you knew. You knew. I know you knew.
Well, Rose McGowan eviscerated, what's his name?
Affleck.
Affleck, thank you.
Yeah, she just like went right into him.
And by all means, she should have. I mean, that's bullshit what he did. Oh, I didn't know about this. It's like, bullshit, I told you.
Yeah, it's like, and you told me. He said he would stop. It's like, dude.
Right. And they were all buddies, like Doug mentioned. Dude, heck, they've got Ben Affleck on video grabbing some lady's breast, you know, and got
that was. She actually said that was staged.
That was staged.
That was staged.
DeFranco did a whole entire thing about the stuff that was proven to be false. But yeah, the last thing with that part with where he pretty much knew, it's like still a dick move, man.
Okay.
I agree with Doug.
He's
in the comments saying all of them are buddy and buddy. Right. I think, he's right. And
there was
he was buddies with Damon and Affleck, so there is possibility he knew.
Yeah.
And then Hillary Duff defended him.
Let's
change
the subject and get
not Hillary Duff. Who's that girl?
Get onto something more positive.
Yeah,
because I would still like to be able to. Because I would still like to be able to look at Kevin Smith's comics and not feel like shit, because I actually liked Widening Gyre and Cacophony.
Okay. I do have to say one last thing.
You haven't read the
Before
we
change this,
we'll let the lady take
I apologize about the Hillary Duff thing, because out of all the Disney role model movie stars, she actually left when she was getting into her prime to actually make a stable income and a living. She's actually very normal now. Sorry.
Yeah, you just like After the Rain.
In response to a frugal, I have not read Evil That Men Do yet.
Yeah, get back to me.
I did like his Batman.
I like Doug Ernst. All these Hollywood actors call guys like us Nazis when they are the ones who act like the Germans who sat silent in the lead up to WW2. It's all projection.
Yep.
Those who don't remember their past are doomed to repeat it.
Okay, so something happened yesterday.
One moment first. When you read Evil Men Do, the ending is just like all thrown together, like a stew of crap.
I'll read it. I mean, I do like his comics, so I do intend to get around to it. Plus, it's Spider-Man, so.
Wait a minute. I think I read that one.
Yeah.
Oh no, not that one.
Yeah.
No, I want
let me
one more day to have that one gone too.
Let me start a question to get us back on track. What is you guys' favorite
I was about to.
comic book cartoon?
Okay.
Well, what's yours?
Comic book cartoon.
The Tick.
No, I mean Eglinton. What was your topic?
Boom, bow. Keep going. Oh, my topic was about the fact that yesterday the Black Panther trailer dropped.
Yeah.
A new one.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it either.
How are you not seeing this thing?
I've been out of town for like 3 days.
Really pretty.
It looked really
it looked like
Did anybody on this panel see the Black Panther trailer?
I saw it.
I did.
What did you think, Weaponized?
How do I put this? At least PG-13. It made my gentleman sausage very happy.
There we go. Enough gentleman sausage talking. How about you, Jack? What do you think of this?
I thought it was I thought it was pretty, but I wasn't impressed. I really wasn't. I was like, okay, all right, yeah, all right. Oh look, an explosion!
Gotta say, you and I are in the same boat. My thinking was they have way the wrong music for it.
I don't know.
Why is there modern American rap music in this video?
Oh, he's from Africa, for Christ's sake, and you've got the revolution will not be televised. It's like it didn't even go along with the action. It was just it was a mess. That trailer was a mess.
Most songs don't get into the movies in the end. They're just there for the trailers.
The images looked cool. I liked what I was seeing, but when matched with the music, I thought, what are you guys trying to do here? Even like if they were trying to, because I know the way they should be doing this, and I think they were trying to do was trying to, and excuse me for getting racial here, but trying to sell Black pride. images are doing this, and the music is saying, "Hey, kids, come on in. We're cool too."
Oh, you mean getting down with the kids, which Marvel Comics is totally into.
Yeah, but that's actually that you know what, that makes a point, because it really feels like on one hand they're showing something really cool, but they're giving it to either me or Chef Jack to sell it to a whole bunch of 15-year-olds. Hey kids, let's, you know, and we're using our 1980s slang to sell it. It just it was two clashing things for it.
What's that, Sir Chilliam Ace? You're saying a lot of weird stuff.
It's probably a Comic Pro troll.
That's not very nice, sir.
Oh God, I like Black Panther. Ooh, I'm such a fucking racist. Get the fuck out.
Melissa loved it. 50-50 on the trailer. Says Rebirth Tillium says saw the Black Panther trailer. Man of Action. If you want to read some good books, James Elroy. Yep. Justice League Unlimited was favorite cartoon. Cannot argue with that at all. Heavy Metal 2000 can argue with that. However, it gave you a boner. I guess asking what size. Oh dear, LOL.
I love.
Oh,
New Mutants looked good also. Yes.
Did you guys hear about the new South Park game that came out?
Yes, I got
all
it.
on superheroes.
It's awesome.
I want to play it.
I was actually playing it when Eglinton sent me the link.
Yeah, is it like great? Like, is it like the old one? Because I won't buy the DLC stuff. That's why I'm pissed off that they swapped from Obsidian to Ubisoft, the notorious DLC.
It's actually an improvement over the original game, and the original game was fantastic, but you have the ability to move around now, where before it was very static, so you can actually strategically set things up. It's pretty cool.
Hey guys.
Aaron?
I was reading off the comments, and I got to something, and I would really like to ask Sir Chilliam Ace, because you mentioned it. Why would you go out of your way and take all of your time to do that?
Aaron, dump him.
What? How?
I don't care. Find a way. Dump him.
I don't know how to do that. But my question is,
Chillian, you're not being very nice.
No, he's an
question is,
admitted
why-
white supremacist. So either he's a white supremacist and telling the truth,
Or is
or
he
he's a
somebody
troll.
who's hanging around?
Either way,
He's trolling.
I want
Just
him
ignore him.
gone.
We could get rid of him. Here, I'll
You right click on the name, I think is what it is. I don't know.
Is that how you boot it?
There's little dots next to them. If you
Oh yeah, I think everybody else in the chat can also report him too. We could just click report. I'll
Wait,
just
isn't that wait? Isn't that Kill Slam's account?
Oh, that would make sense. Kill Slam is Kill Slam's. Oh, I was
Kill Slam
talking
has it.
about
Come
Kill
on.
Slam too. Yeah, because
No, Ace, I do know what's going on. You're an asshole, and I don't want to hear from you.
how sad is your life to do that? Seriously.
Be happy and love. Don't hate.
How sad is your life to come on and do that? That's what I want to know. Hey, dude, you want to go to somebody else's? Yeah, we're not that.
We're not that kind of people here.
Holy crap! I'm like, how bad did your life have to be where you're sitting around the house and then you say, you know what I think I'll do? Seek hell, seek hell, seek hell, seek hell.
Oh, you're so edgy, man.
Last year, I think, or
Jesus Lord in
2015, there was a guy that was it was Black History Month, and this girl was like talking about her favorite role model hero or whatever, and this guy started trolling her and attacking her on there, and he was a white supremacist guy, and instead of like bashing on him, she starts slowly talking to him, and they have like this Twitter tweet list of her talking to him, and she slowly calmed him down and revealed it's revealed that he had like anger management problems and like some problems at home, and so she slowly talked him through it.
Yeah, I don't have patience for that today. I'm just
No, we don't have the
Wait,
patience.
wasn't that the? I think I know what you're talking about. I think it was a CNN special or something.
Oh, okay. There's actually a dude that goes around doing that kind of
Daryl
stuff.
Davis. There's a great movie about him called Accidental Courtesy, and it is a fantastic documentary.
I just gotta say, I love how these little, cowards basically come on and just, want to start shit with this crap. I mean, it's so hilarious because I guarantee not one of them would say this crap in real life.
No, they won't.
Not one of them.
I bet a few of them
I know
are
exactly what would happen if he came to my ass and said that shit in real life, I know exactly what would happen. He would get dropped in 5 seconds.
I like.
You and I have
Chevron's
had.
asked.
Oh, okay. Chevron asked.
I actually want to. I totally want this answer too because I don't know much about Black Panther. My brother does. I should ask him. But
The Claw.
who are his enemies?
Yeah, everybody thinks of
Claw.
Ulysses Claw when they think of Black Panther's enemies. But the truth is, I mean, I can't forget. I can't remember who it was in the comments who said that they were disappointed that the villain in this case was just another villainous version of the Black Panther. Well, one of his villains is a villainous version of the Black Panther.
Yeah,
it's a stepbrother,
and
right?
plus, not to mention, it's Michael B. Jordan, the most underappreciated actor in Hollywood. Have you guys seen Creed? Oh my God, I cried like a baby.
I don't think anybody underappreciates it. I do think that Stallone should have won the Oscar for that performance.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan should have won that should have won Best Picture.
I would not have been sad about that, but I thought that about the Rocky movie before it also. I thought that was
okay.
the best.
He's playing Eric Killmonger, for crying out loud. Absolutely, he should be in the movie. That's like that.
Yeah.
Eric Killmonger is quite literally the Joker to the Black Panther's Batman.
Tiger Mask and RH just says, "I love it when you do your goofy voice." Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, who's driving the van? No. Okay.
Bear's driving car.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's a little Clerks animated series for you.
Oh, yeah,
seen it.
that's right. That's
Bear's
right.
driving car.
Bear's driving car. Bear's driving car. Fun American Party. Yeah, that.
I still got to see Creed though. I do.
Yeah, it is a good
Oh,
movie.
God, so
You'll get
beautiful.
on it. That is
Yeah,
really
check
cool.
it out.
Black Panther used to have the guys that killed his father. Okay, I think that was a.
We can't have
response
that
to
anymore. We
something.
have Baron Zemo.
Yeah, because Zemo did that now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which, how awesome was that moment? Okay, I still gush over that moment. Like, the one moment in Civil War that makes me go, yee, every time is when Zemo tries to kill himself and Panther puts his hand up and is like, the living are not done
Yeah.
with you yet.
Yeah.
Like, that was fucking badass.
It was
I
so
actually
good.
like the way they did him in that movie. I thought that was very well done.
No, they did an
Yeah.
excellent job.
And
It was
he won.
a man that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He is the only one that actually got a full victory, which is like he was in so much pain and stuff, and he realized in the end after he sees all these other people in slaughter, he can't, and he realizes that he can't kill this man because it won't avenge his father's death.
And everybody likes to say that he was a weak villain, and I totally disagree. I think that was probably one of the best Marvel villains done in the MCU.
So there you go, true believers, another chapter of the live stream, and just to show you that we have a great time and you guys shouldn't miss the next one. At least catch a few minutes or hours of it, because man, we are chatty. But anyway, any topic you heard, you have a comment on, let us know in the comments below. Whether you agree, you disagree, you know, we want to hear it. And if you comment on any of the others, remember I'm with Weaponized Nerd Rage, Comic Division, Chef Jack, Nerd Wonder, Captain Frugal. Let me know, put a comment below, and I'll definitely make sure that they get it. Also, if you haven't done this already, click like, definitely share. And if you haven't done it, subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss anything else. Like I said, don't want to miss these live streams. They're pretty damn fun. Whole bunch of friends gather together. We get everybody in the comment section involved. Tons of fun. Also, we do have a Patreon. We do have a VIDME. So if you don't mind, the links are in the description below. Go on over. Drop $1 in the till. Help us keep the lights on and help us to keep making these videos. We certainly appreciate everybody who's already done that. And to those who just take the time out to watch our videos, just thank you very, very much for watching.